Right now, the biggest nightmare in AI video generation is long videos and maintaining character consistency. You try to make a long video, but your character changes face in every single clip. It's frustrating, and it makes storytelling impossible. But today, that changes. I discovered a secret tool that automates the entire process for you. I'm talking about creating long-form videos with 100% consistent characters that are completely free, unlimited, and fully automated. We are going to turn simple text prompts into a full video, and the tool does all the heavy lifting for you. Plus, make sure you watch until the end, because I'm revealing a hidden audio feature inside Grok that 99% of creators are deleting by mistake, and it changes everything. Let's dive in. First, let's navigate to the computer screen. The very first task we need to accomplish is generating a story. To generate this story, you can utilize ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or even Grok. However, for this particular video, I will be utilizing ChatGPT. You are free to use whichever tool you prefer or find most suitable. Once we have selected our tool, we need to generate the story. For this, I have prepared a specific list of prompts. You can find the link to this document in the video description below. From this document, I will copy the story generation prompt and paste it here into ChatGPT. In this prompt, I have explicitly instructed the AI to act as a professional writer and create a 2-minute Disney-style motivational story perfect for children. Once the prompt is pasted, simply hit enter to begin. ChatGPT will now commence writing our story. And just like that, our story is ready. With the story complete, our next requirement is visuals. To obtain these visuals, we need to generate image prompts based on our story. Simply copy the next prompt from the provided list and paste it into ChatGPT. This prompt commands ChatGPT to act as a professional animator and provide visual prompts. I have specifically requested at least 20 visual prompts because Grok generates 6-second videos. Therefore, for a 2-minute video, we will require approximately 20 prompts. I have also specified the Disney style and ensured that every prompt connects seamlessly to the previous one to maintain a smooth narrative flow. As you can see, ChatGPT has now generated all the visual prompts we need. Next, open a new tab and search for the Chrome Web Store. Once the store opens, use the search bar to find Whisk. You will see an extension called Auto Whisk. You need to open this and add it to your Chrome browser. This is an incredibly powerful tool, and I will explain exactly how to utilize it shortly. Once the extension is added to Chrome, open a new tab and search for Google Whisk and open the link. Now, Google Whisk is available in many countries, but there are still regions where it is not yet accessible. If you are in such a region, you can simply use a VPN to access it. With Google Whisk open, go to your browser's extensions menu and open Auto Whisk. This tool is extremely useful. For instance, if our story requires 100 visuals, this extension allows us to generate and download all 100 images automatically in a single batch. First, change the language setting to English. Then, looking at the version list, select version 7.6.0. I will guide you through this in detail, so please pay close attention and do not skip any steps. Selecting that version will open this interface. For example, let me demonstrate by taking the first 3 prompts ChatGPT generated for our story. I will copy these 3 prompts and paste them here into the Auto Whisk extension. Now, observe this closely. Even though I pasted them as a block, the tool has automatically detected the sequence and separated them into prompt 1, prompt 2, and prompt 3. It has intelligently identified where one prompt ends and the next begins. Scroll down to the settings section. You will see an option for aspect ratio. You can select this based on your preference. Since I am creating a landscape video, I will select the 16:9 ratio. For the output, I will set the image count to 1. Now, simply click the Start button. You will see the status change to Prompt 1, Image 1 of 1. It has begun generating the first image. Notice that as soon as the image is ready, the tool automatically downloads it and creates a dedicated folder for these downloads. Let me fast forward a bit. As you can see, it has generated and downloaded all 3 images. Let me demonstrate the results. Here are the visuals. However, we encounter a common challenge here: character consistency. We must ensure the character's face does not change between scenes. Let me show you what happens if we don't fix this. I will go back to Whisk and Chat GPT. I will take the fourth prompt, where our character is mentioned again, paste it, and generate the image. If I open this new image, you will see that the character looks completely different from the previous images. We cannot maintain a professional standard with inconsistent characters. Here is the solution. It is very simple, and you will enjoy this process. Return to the prompts file and copy the character generation prompt. It mainly features two characters, a boy and a fox. I will copy the detailed description for the boy, paste it into Whisk, and generate it with a 16:9 aspect ratio. Then, I will do the same for the fox prompt. Now, we have both characters ready. I will simply download the images of the boy and the fox that I find most suitable. Now, let's execute the final batch process. Return to ChatGPT. Since I asked for 20 visual prompts, it has provided them. I will copy the entire list of prompts. Go back to Whisk, open the Auto Whisk extension again, and select version 7.6.0. In the prompt box, paste the entire list of visual prompts we just copied. As you can see, it has automatically detected all 21 prompts and separated them correctly. I have verified this multiple times, and it works flawlessly without errors. Scroll down to the settings. Ensure the aspect ratio is 16:9, and the image count is set to 1. Now, here is the most critical feature, reference images. Click on this option. Since we have two characters, I will upload the reference images we just created. I will upload the image of the boy and the image of the fox. Below the images, we must input the character names. Make sure you use the exact names as they appear in your visual prompts. I will type their names here and click Done. I will review the settings one last time to ensure everything is correct. Now, I will click Start. It is now uploading reference images and will generate all 21 images automatically. The best part is that it will apply our reference character to every single image, ensuring perfect consistency. Excellent. Now that our batch processing is complete, all our visual assets are ready in the folder. Let's examine the results. The most critical element to observe here is character consistency. If you look through these images, you will notice that the character's face and style remain perfectly consistent across every single shot. This is because we utilize the specific reference images in the previous step. There are no errors or distortions. The consistency is flawless. This method allows you to scale your story to any length without worrying about your character looking different in every scene. Now, we need to generate the voiceover for our story. For this, open a new tab and navigate to Google AI Studio. Once the interface loads, click on the option labeled Turn Text into Audio with Gemini. In the Settings panel, ensure Single Speaker Audio is selected. For the style instructions, I will input Read aloud in a warm and story tone for children. Next, go back to our generated story document, copy the text, and paste it into the input box. Below that, you can select a voice character that best fits your narrative. I will select this one for now. Then, simply click Run. This tool is completely free and generates high-quality narration. Once the audio is generated, go ahead and download the file. Next, we move to the animation phase using Grok. Open Grok and navigate to the Imagine section. Here, select Video and set the aspect ratio to 16:9. Now, there is a crucial setting you must adjust before we begin. Click on the Settings icon, go to Behavior, and scroll down. You must ensure that Enable Automatic Video Generation is disabled. By default, this is often enabled, so please turn it off to have full control over the process. With that configured, return to the Imagine interface. To achieve professional animation, we need specific animation prompts. I have a special Camera Movements text file in this resource, which details specific angles like dolly zoom, truck, and pan. This file is available in the description. Download this file and simply drag and drop it into ChatGPT. Then, copy the prompt located at the bottom of that text file and paste it into ChatGPT. This prompt instructs the AI to map our existing visual prompts to these specific camera movements. As you can see, ChatGPT has now generated a detailed animation prompt for each of our 21 images, complete with professional camera directions. Now, let's begin the animation process. Copy the first animation prompt from ChatGPT. Return to Grok. Open your folder, Drag and drop the first image into the input bar. Paste the copied animation prompt and hit enter. Grok will now begin generating the video. And here is the result. To expedite this workflow, here is a pro tip. Do not wait for one video to finish. Instead, open 4 or 5 separate tabs of Grok's Imagine tool. Go to the next tab, drag and drop the second image, copy the second prompt from ChatGPT, paste it, and hit enter. Repeat this process across all your open tabs. This allows you to generate multiple clips simultaneously, saving us massive amounts of time compared to generating them one by one. Let me fast forward through this. As you can see, our clips are being generated. Once the clips are ready, download them all. Now, let's assemble everything in a video editor. I will be utilizing CapCut. First, import the voiceover audio we generated. A common issue with AI audio is the silence between sentences. I will manually trim these silent gaps to ensure the narration flows naturally. Next, import all the generated video clips. Drag and drop them onto the timeline, aligning them with the corresponding parts of the voiceover. Adjust the length of the clips as needed to match the pacing of the story. To make the scene changes smoother, go to Transitions, select Classic, and choose Black Fade. Drag it between 2 clips. To save time, click Apply to All on the right side. This instantly applies the transition to every cut in the video, giving it a polished, cinematic look. Finally, here is a sound design secret that many people overlook. Grok generates native audio for its videos. Instead of deleting it or muting it completely, do this. Select all your video clips, right-click, and choose Create Compound Clip. Then, right-click the compound clip and select Extract Audio. This separates the AI-generated sound effects from the video. Do not delete them. Instead, simply lower their volume significantly, down to around -25 decibels. This creates a very natural, subtle background ambience that brings the environment to life without overpowering the voiceover. With our editing complete, click the Export button. Select your desired resolution and settings, and then click Export to render the final video. And here is the result.
In a small town called Willow Square, where morning sunlight painted the streets gold, lived a young human named Elias. Elias was known for careful hands and a hopeful heart, even when life felt heavier than his pockets. Each day, he helped his neighbors with simple tasks, believing that small kindnesses could quietly change the world. At the center of the square stood an old clock tower that had stopped working years ago. Elias felt drawn to the tower, sensing that it mattered more than anyone remembered. Though he was young and uncertain, he carried determination like a steady flame. One afternoon, as Elias gathered tools near the tower, a small fox appeared. Its fur shimmered like autumn leaves, and its bright eyes reflected curiosity rather than fear. The fox followed Elias closely, padding beside him as he worked. Without understanding how, Elias felt encouraged, as if he were no longer alone in his effort. Days passed with patience and persistence. Elias cleaned gears, polished glass, and studied the careful balance of time itself. His hands grew tired, but his purpose grew stronger. The fox returned each day, sitting nearby, reminding Elias through its quiet presence that perseverance could be gentle and strong at the same time. When the final piece fell into place, the clock tower awakened. Its hands began to move, and light spilled across Willow Square once more. The town felt alive again, filled with rhythm and possibility. Neighbors paused, inspired by what one determined human could achieve with care and belief. Elias stood beneath the tower, feeling taller than before. The fox watched from the steps, tail flicking proudly before disappearing into the streets. Elias understood then that courage often arrived softly, guided by patience, kindness, and unexpected companions. From that day on, Willow Square shone brighter.